Andrea Rumsey. I'm from here, Stockton, California. I got started racing about 7 years ago. I started when I was 15. My dad's been racing out here for forever. I started out here being in the stands screaming for my dad, and once I turned 15, I told my dad I want to race. He's like, well, we're not building an automatic, so you got to learn how to drive a stick. It's been fun ever since. I'm an adrenaline junkie, so I just kind of live for it. Hate the heat though, but I love racing with everybody, playing tag and stuff like that in the cars. So.
One thing you mentioned there was the adrenaline. Describe what it's like to be going so fast, barreling into the corner at speeds over 80 miles per hour. It takes, a major risk factor to be able to do that.
Yeah, it's a little nerve-wracking for me. My first year, I ended up getting into a bad accident, so some of the corners, like this front stretch corner right here, it's a little nerve-wracking for me because it's kind of a constant memory. But I do what I can. I'm still a little nervous, still technically kind of like a newbie. Try to do my best in those corners, but tires get slick, you start drifting. You just kind of have to hang on and go for it.
That's one thing I want to ask you about there. You mentioned getting in a pretty big crash. That's pretty common. A lot of drivers, young drivers especially, will get scared off after having a big crash like that. How did you, train yourself mentally to get back in the car, and how difficult was that?
It was pretty difficult. It was my third race into the season. I told my dad that, I just need some time. Mentally, I wasn't ready. It took me 3 races to get back out. I had so many people tell me, just don't give up. You're just starting. Don't let that phase you now. I talked to the gentleman that the accident happened with, and, he told me that it wasn't my fault. And I just kind of had to hold that in the back of my head and just say, just get back out there, don't get off the horse, just get back on and keep going.
And now that you've removed from that accident, what's it feel like to have overcome that, and how proud are you of that accomplishment?
I'm beyond proud. I wouldn't be where I am without the help of my brother and my dad just behind me, supporting me 1,000% of the time. Them working their asses off, working on the car for me. It just means a lot to have, the support of your family and friends just to tell you to get right back on, and we got you 1,000%. You want to quit, we're quitting too. So, luckily I didn't, so we're here.
That's awesome to see. And one thing you touched on there that, I and a lot of people love about racing is that has that family aspect that, forget about me, I care about you. We're all in this together. How important is that to you? And just kind of tell people who don't know, like, what is this sport all about?
To me, it's about family. It's about friendship. You have my back, I have yours. That's just how it's been my whole life. My dad's been the same way. We've helped out hundreds of people here with cars, with fixing things, with just being here for support. If you need help with a wrench, we're here. That's all this really is. Once you don't have family, you really don't have nothing.
Now, another thing that it takes to get these cars out here are some of your sponsors. Who'd you like to thank today?
Just a few. I don't have that many. I have my dad, my brother. There's my main support and my everything. I have Scotty's Trucks. He's one of my newer sponsors. He is now part of our family. My boyfriend, he sponsors a couple of things for me. And just my mom, all in all, she does all my stickers and decals for me. So.
Anything else you'd like to add today?
No, I'm just ready to go out there. Haven't been out this season yet, so I'm ready to get my first race back.